Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Crafty Chemist Designs. Let me know how you are doing today on this Sunday evening. Going to take a minute to try and share this to the group. Okay, I have it shared. If you're watching, say hello so I know you're here. If you're watching the replay, say hashtag replay so I know you watched the replay. Okay, and then I am going to go live on YouTube. I'm going live on YouTube and on Instagram. Okay, I think I am live on all of my channels now. So I'm using StreamYard, and it allows me to go live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. So today we are going to create this scrapbook layout. It's so easy but beautiful and different. That's what I really like about it, is it's a little bit different. This was part of a blog hop, and hi mom. And the theme was a sketch. We had to follow a sketch, and the sketch was like this, except they used circles. And we had to emboss, dry them. Well, you could dry or wet emboss something, and I did emboss on this. I don't know if you can tell, these 30 flamingo hearts are embossed, dry embossed. So this was my um, sample for the blog hop. Hi, Tammy. Welcome. Today we're making this scrapbook layout. Just grab some paper and craft along with us. I will drop a link to the blog where I wrote about this. Okay, there you go. So while we're waiting a minute to let people hop on, I wanted to remind you about a few things. The main thing is that Celebration is going on right now. Celebration is Stampin' Up's biggest promotion during the year. It goes from January 7th to February 28th. And in the promotion, if you spend $60, you can select anything out of this catalog that you want for free. If you want to see close-ups and see some samples, I did do a live video of a catalog walkthrough, so you can go back and watch that. There's also a really great join special. So if you've been thinking about becoming a demonstrator for Stampin' Up, now is the time to do it. It is you get all of these things for free. Plus you get the normal join special where you get $125 worth of products for only $99. So now is the time. You don't have to become a demonstrator and sell things. You could just be a hobbyist and just enjoy the discount. That's all. So, hey, Vicky. So I want to remind you about Celebration. Again, every $60 you spend, you get a free item from the catalog. And if you're looking for things to spend your $60 on, the brand new mini catalog came out January through April. Again, I did a catalog walkthrough where, look at that, where I did showed you products. Let's see it. Look at this cute storybook collection. I showed you products. I showed you samples. A lot of great things from in here. There is the scrapbooking brochure that came out. that's just a digital brochure, but you can go on my um, page, the craftychemist.stampitup.net, and you can see the scrapbooking brochure on there. And then there's also new online exclusives were released. And this is my favorite, I think. It's this Everyday Skies with these rainbows. Anyway, there's a lot of new stuff for you to look at. I am offering, if you spend $60, not only do you get the free um, celebration items, but I'm going to send you a workshop guide where you can create these cards using the fruit salad papers from the celebration catalog. I will give you the workshop guide for this. There's one more that I made, but I'll give you the basic pattern to make all of these cards. So that's in addition to what Stamp It Up is offering. If you spend $60, I will send you the free workshop guide. Okay. And then lastly, before we start, I wanted to let you know that I have a new YouTube video that dropped today. And I made this card. The theme for the YouTube hop was um, minimalist. And so this is my minimalist card, all white. Hi, Julie. Hi, T. So I invite you to go over and watch my YouTube video. My YouTube is Crafty Chemist Designs, and then see all of the other videos that were part of the hop. There's some really fun cards in there. Um, there was two of the designers used something called I want to say it's called a better press or something. It like has a heat element. One of the ladies did foiling using this better press, and then the other one used it um, with stamp like inks and stamping. So the items that they used weren't stamps. They called them something else, like sheets, like press sheets or something. And it looked really interesting. So I'm gonna look. Had anybody heard of that? The better press? I've never seen it. It's kind of like a misty combined with, well, not really a misty, more like the old Stampin' Up misty. Um, Combined with like Gina K's foiling machine. So I don't know, it's really interesting. So anyway, I invite you to go to my YouTube, watch my video first, and then go and watch the other creators' videos. Yeah, I think it's a Spellbinders product. It was called Better Press or something like that. It was really kind of neat. Okay, but we're here today to create this layout, which I think is really fun. So I want you to grab your papers so you can craft along with me. Um, what you need to do is you need one colored cardstock, white base, if you want to make it like this. And then you need some pattern paper to make your embellishments. Like I said, this was part of the blog hop, and we were to follow the sketch, and the sketch actually used circles. So if you don't have a lot of different heart dies, you can do this same layout with circles, because that's what the original sketch used. Okay, so I just changed it to use the hearts because I wanted to use the um, Hearts of Elegance. So I'll show you that. This is the stamp set that I'm using. You can see I use Happy Valentine's Day. My heart belongs to you. I use it here. And then the XOXO. And then I got the bundle, and the bundle comes with all of these different dies, these heart dies. And that's why when I saw the sketch with all of the different size circles, I was like, I know that I want to use this set because of all of these different size dies. So again, you can craft along, make this, but you don't have to use hearts. You can use, whatever. You could use bumblebees. There's a new bumblebee suite out that we have. Um, it's called Meant to Be in the new the new scrapbooking line. And if you have that, wouldn't that be kind of cute? Some bees flying along. Your imagination is the limit. Okay, so I'm going to use this paper. This paper is called Marbled Excellent Elegance. Marbled Elegance. I know, isn't that it's so nice that there's so many heart dyes? Because sometimes you're looking for something and you want just the right size heart or whatever, and there's so many options. So I've used this on the Valentine's card that we made, the double gatefold last week. So I'm just going to remind you, the colors are like 30 Flamingo, Melon Mambo, Real Red, and then obviously this gold embellishment. So I'm going to use these, and I will obviously use some of these pieces that I've already kind of cut out. But you can see they are different. Like this one is pretty heavy with the gold foil and a little bit darker. And then this one's got more of a marbling. This one's got a little more of the pinks. So I'm going to put all of these aside. Um, this one's pretty. This one's got a lot of pinks. And then the backs have some nice, simple designs. This is kind of I would say flocked looking thing. I love this one because of the veining. It reminds me of a nice geode or something like that. But that's the environmental scientist in me. Love that stripe paper. This one's got hearts. Vicky, this is almost like the one that you were making your Valentines with, but a little bit different heart pattern. This is the one that I love because of the how much gold is in this one. This is my favorite of the papers. And then it's got this like leaf pattern on the back. This one's all pink. I haven't cut into this one yet, apparently. Oh, look at those roses on the back. How pretty. Okay, so I think we've got some of all of them. So I'm just going to leave these pieces out because this is a great one to just use up your scraps. So I'm going to keep all of my like scraps out. So let's get started. Yeah, last year's papers were nice. Hi, Sheila and Wendy. Okay, so what I wanted to show you for this one, I did gut the 12 by 12 paper that I used for the back. You don't have to do this. I did it because I didn't want to waste all of the paper that's sort of in the middle, because truthfully, I don't have a huge stockpile of Stampin' Up! Papers. So I like to um, save what I can to use for other projects. So here's my 30 Flamingo. And I'm going to gut this, but if you want, you can just leave it whole. I'm probably going to do this at, what did I do here? I did it at about an inch. So I put about an inch in. So if we do an inch, I can do it on this side. Now the Stampin' Up! Paper is the same on both sides, so you don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to put it up against the 1 inch side here. And then start about 1 inch down. And then go down to about where the 11 inch is here. I know, I only do it, I'm doing it more now when I'm limited on my papers, just because I know that I don't have a lot. And actually, as I was getting my stuff ready for the live today, I could not find a piece of Flirty Flamingo because if you buy the packs of cardstock from Stampin' Up, this one is in the Brights pack. Let me check to make sure that's true. Let's see. Brights. Yeah, it's in the Brights pack. So I looked through the Brights pack and I did not have any Flirty Flamingo. And I was like, oh no, what am I going to do? And then I was like, well, I'll just switch it around. And for the base, I'll use I think that's the Melon Mambo. I'll use the Melon Mambo. Yeah, so that's the Melon Mambo. I said, I'll use the Melon Mambo as the 12 by 12 and then do Flirty Flamingo for these pieces because I did have, I think, 8.5 by 11. Well, I happened to look in my Subtles pack and I had replaced the Flirty Flamingos into the Subtles pack. So I was like, oh, I found one. I was so happy. But again, that's why I got these because I only have 2 sheets of each color per pack. Most of the packs I have 2 packs, but actually the Brights I only have 1 pack, and that's because I bought 2 packs of the 8.5 by 11. So, okay, so I can use this for some other project or for the smaller pieces here. Okay, and then I'm going to use the white, and the white. I think the white is 11 inches. Let's use my geology. I think my geology ruler is nice because we were just talking about geodes. So, yeah, so 11 inches by 11 inches. This is a piece of basic white, 12 by 12. And this one, you just cut off the whole 1 inch. Okay. And then I'll save these to stamp on or something later. Now, when you are gutting your papers, the thing you have to keep in mind is obviously how how much space you leave on each side needs to be bigger than the amount that you cut off of your white paper because you want the white to overlap onto your the part that you gutted. So just kind of keep that in mind. And I like to be a little bit generous because I don't want to make a mistake or whatever. So I I cut this 11 and then this is really 1 inch here and 1 inch here. So I've got about a half inch to work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add my adhesive on the basic white right up along the edge so that it will be on, it will adhere to the base. But obviously remember, I can't go more than a half inch because I don't really have a lot of space, a lot of room to work with. Another thing you could do is just go along the inside here to make sure that it's caught. Okay, so and then I'm just going to center this on here like so. And what you want is you don't want to really have any of the adhesive showing on the back. Okay, because then it will stick to, um, you know, the page below it until you get it into a page protector. Okay? Okay. So we're basically got the base done. Now let's just work on the um hearts. And so if you look at how I did this, I cut 3 hearts with this medium size die. And that's what I used with the that marbled excellence. Okay, so that was, I think, this die, this medium one. That's that one. This one I did cut for the big Happy Valentine's Day. And then these ones are this size. So I cut 3 here, 1, 2, and 3 out of the backs of the papers. Okay, so I cut 3 medium-sized ones out of the front of the papers, 3 smaller sized ones out of the backs of those papers. And then I used the same one and I cut 3 with the 30 flamingo because I wanted to kind of tie in with, I use it here, here, and here. Plus the theme of the blog hop was embossing, so I needed to emboss something. Okay, and then the gold, I used this smaller one that's got a little bit of a detail on it. Okay, so I thought that was really nice. This one also is really gorgeous. Can you see how it's decorated? Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't know how it, I wonder if the gold would do that pretty well. We should try that with the gold. Okay, so are we ready? What you need is 3 medium size hearts or circles, 3 smaller size hearts or circles that are of pattern paper, and then 3 that are of solid paper. And then we'll do the gold and that one. Okay. So just if you want to get cutting while I'm doing this. So I'm going to use, let's get out our scraps here. Here's one. That's a nice scrap. That's kind of a pink tone. This one's kind of the red ones. And then this one. I think these ones might be nice. I think this one's the same, but this is a lot kind of whiter. But you know what? I don't really want to wait because my background is white. I think, let's see. Okay, I think those are what I'm going to use. There's some more pieces here that we can work with. Okay, these ones are already cut to size. So like I said, we're going to cut 3 of the medium size. So 3 of these out of the pattern side. Okay, get my trusty mini stamp and emboss machine, and you guys will be glad to know that I have ordered new plates. They will be coming. So this one that's cracked, if it's been bothering you, don't worry. I think I'm going to do up here because it's got a lot of the gold and I love the gold. Let's put this down. Put this here. This has probably been one of my favorite paper collections. This one and then the Seasons of, I think it was called Seasons of Elegance. Right, it's very similar, but it's got the greens and the golds from the last time. So I'm a sucker for this gold foiled. So, okay, this one. Hi, Diana. Yeah, watch the replay. So we're cutting, what we're cutting right now is 3 of these medium size hearts out of pattern paper. And then we're going to cut 3 smaller hearts out of the back of the pattern paper. And then 3 of the smaller hearts out of the solid color. And then we will emboss that. But I also suggested people could do this with circles. If you don't have hearts, if you got like a circle die or hexagons, right? If you've got a nested set of hexagon dies, that would be nice too. I think I want to try and capture this part here because that's kind of different. So the nice thing about these, I think, is that you can kind of fussy cut, so to speak, the parts that you like. Okay. That's two, because I like this kind of bubble kind of looking. And then, you know what? I don't think this pink one is big enough. We're going to have to find a bigger scrap of the pink. Oh, this will fit. This will fit. Okay. I don't know. This one's a little bit too weight. Let me get a scrap that's less weight. Only because I want it to show. There we go. I like it right there. I want it to show on my white background. Okay. Yeah, that will be so good. Yeah. Hexagons and bees. I love that idea. Like I said, our imagination is the limit. Okay, so now we're going to cut 3 of the smaller ones out of the backs of these. So this one's got that I don't know, like a fern. I've got some of those new I've been doing pretty good coughing today, guys. I didn't even take cough medicine today. Um, I've got some of the small bees. Have you seen these in the new catalog? These would be really, really cute. They're pretty small, but they're called tiny bee trinkets. And they're like really teeny bees, but they're metal. It's like metal pieces. So cute. Okay, so we got one of those, and now we need 2 more of the medium size. Let's see. Okay, this one's got the pink background. Kind of the flocked pink. Okay, and then let's see. These are all the same. Okay, here's some of the red flocked. So let's do that one. You could just do this with, 6 different pattern papers, or 3, do the big ones, 3 big ones with pattern paper that's more bold, and then 3 with pattern paper that's a little more subtle, like these ones. Okay, we got these 3. Let's see, what else do we need to cut? I'm gonna put this back so I don't lose it. Oh, I should have kept that out because we need 3 of the 30 flamingo. Okay, let me cut a piece small enough to put in there. I'm gonna have to get out my bigger embossing machine to emboss these. Okay. So these ones we cut with this size also. Another thing you could do is if you had a bunch of roses. I was just looking at that stamp set. I bet you there's a lot of flowers. People have different size flowers. You can do a whole thing of different size flowers. Okay, here's 1 30 flamingo. It would almost be like a bouquet. It's not flocked. It just looks flocked. I didn't know how to describe it. It's not really marbled. It's not really marbled. I don't know. You can kind of, it's just printed, whatever it is, but maybe splattered. And it's not really splattered. I don't know how to describe that, but here's the second one. And then 1 more. Can you hear Darcy snoring? He's in the corner of my room snoring. Apparently, he does not like my crafting. It's boring. I don't know why. Maybe because it says upside down. I know this isn't the issue, but make that easier. This is why I need new plates, because this one is a little bit humped. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now we've got those 3. Put this die back. Now, in the original, I embossed these. I will show you. I don't know. Let me see. This one might be the easiest one to tell. I don't know if we can see. Let's see if I can see the lag. I don't know. This one's embossed too. So I used it's called, what's it called? Starstruck embossing folder. This is actually a celebration item. That was one of the first ones that I ordered. It was here. Free Starstruck embossing folder, 164972. They use it in the background of this card. Okay. Guys, I did purchase the Stampin' Up die cutting machine during celebration. I don't have it yet, but I'm so excited to try that out. I love my Sizzix, but it was time for me to get a new magic mat. I don't know if you can see, but um, the black layer, whatever this black layer is, it's bubbling up. It's like it's not adhered to the kind of smashed it down a little bit, but it will pop back up. It's not adhered to whatever that core material is. So I was gonna need to get a new one of those. So I figured might as well just get them all. Okay, so this is too big to put into the mini embossing machine, but it's a decent size. You know, it's small. And I'm just going to put these on here. You can kind of make sure that you get a whole starburst on here with your placement if you want, or you can just randomly put them on there. These starbursts are all over the whole. I don't know if you can see it pretty well on that one. Oops, I just moved that. I wasn't paying attention because I saw Vicky commented something, so I was I was reading that, which I didn't even really get to read. That is a well-loved magic. I know. Oh, you know what? And I'm talking and I'm not paying attention either. Since I'm embossing, you need to take this top layer, top layer of the extended. I have the extended plate. You need to take the top layer off. This is a regular size embossing folder. It's not one of those hybrid that's really, you know, thick. This is just a regular size one. Okay. With the hybrid ones on my big kick, I don't use the magic mat. I just use the platform and then the top plate. That's the only way I can get those hybrids to go through. Okay, let's see how this looks. And the reason I chose this embossing folder, I mean, one, of course, because it's celebration, but the pattern on the embossing folder was smaller than the hearts, and so you will see a whole part of the embossing folder. For instance, if I tried to use a big leaf embossing folder, in fact, I do have one of those. Like if I tried to use this big leaf embossing folder, I mean, I might get like a little corner of this leaf, you know, to emboss onto here, and that would not be a very good embossing look. So, you know, you want to think about the scale of your embossing folders with the size of your pieces. So you're starting a new magic mat. New year, new mat. And you know, truthfully, I probably would not have used the embossing folder on here, but the theme was embossing. And I don't have any of the Stampin' Up embossing powders or that. So I'm like, oh, all I can do is dry emboss. So that's why I did that. Okay, now we need to cut the the 3 gold hearts. That one we used the smaller one with the lines around. I'm going to actually do one of this bigger one too. Let's see how that works. Because it's such a beautiful uh, die. Okay. I used this is called gold foil sheets, and I bought this for something from Stampin' Up. I don't know when I bought it, but I did. Let's see. Let's see if we can use the scraps instead of cutting into this whole sheet. I didn't think I would, but this one, if this one's big enough for, I think I could fit that on there. And then I think these will fit on here. Okay, I'm going to try these. And then if not, we've got this whole sheet. I just hate to cut into a whole sheet. This gold foiled sheet, it is 132622. Okay. This one, it's almost like it was meant to go on there. I think my Valentine was looking out for me, so I didn't have to cut my new sheet. Okay, here, this is. Oh, wow, I love this. Can you guys see that? Look how gorgeous that is. Okay, now let's cut the the smaller hearts. And there are 3 of these. And again, I was trying to follow the sketch. And if you go to my blog, I did drop the um, link to my blog that I write about this. It's called periodicallycrafty.blogspot.com. You can see the original sketch that we were using. It was designed by somebody on the Scrapbooking Global Stampin' Up team. Okay. This one got stuck in here a little bit, but thankfully our dies have the little holes that you can poke it through. Let's see. I don't know if I can get the 3rd one out of here. There might not be enough room. Oh, I can. That's a surprise. There we go. Again, my Valentine is looking out for me. Who's going to be my Valentine this year? Okay, let's get that one out. Yeah, I really like that die on here. And then there's a stamp. I didn't use any stamps on mine, but this stamp has got like some leaves in there. So I think that would be kind of a really pretty stamp too. Okay, so that's it for the gold. And then the last thing for my sort of title is this one. And this I used um, the bigger heart on Melon Mambo. And then I am going to cut out 2 little kind of banner dies. And those are from the Citrus Bloom. They're some of my favorite ones to use because of the size and the shape. So I'm gonna, while I'm cutting the bigger heart, this one, I'm going to go ahead and cut these ones because I'm going to do it on the same color. Oh, whoa. If my plates weren't broken now, or weren't broken before, now they are. Okay, I've got a piece of this melon mambo, and this heart is maybe 3.5. So I'm going to cut this just maybe 3 3/4 because I'm not sure if this is 4 inches or 3 3/4. So let's just cut this 3 3/4. So I know it will fit on there. And look at how messed up this is, and it's really kind of bowed. I thought I had ordered plates before, but I can't find them, and I'm wondering if I took them out of my cart in to give way to something else that I purchased, because that could be. Once I put stuff in my cart and then I play around, things come and go. I'm gonna put it back this way only because the stand is kind of in my way. My phone stand. Okay, got the bigger melon mambo, and then these two pieces. You know what? Well, since I'm gonna put these through, I might try and um I might do this die on the cardstock just to see how it looks and how it compares to on the gold. Not that I'm probably going to use it on this, but um, I want to. I don't know why this is giving me a hard time. I think it's because of that bump. I'll put these down a little bit lower. Actually, what I'm going to do is, there we go. Put it down here. I hope that part that's on the I'd have to get out my big kit. Oh, there we go. And once the plates start causing you to have problems, you know it's time to get rid of it. Okay, so I've got this one for some sentiment. This one for the little XOXO. Let's see. It looks like needlework or something. It almost looks like you stitched on there. I wonder if you could. I mean, you could probably stitch through that. That would be kind of cool. Okay, so let's put these dies back, and then we just need to assemble. We got all of our pieces. Put this back. This is one of my favorite die sets, guys. I use these guys all of the time. Not to mention this die. So beautiful. This is the main catalog. So and it's still there. Okay, put these ones. Okay. Kind of cleaned up here. This is what we're making. Yeah, it looks like tin. It does exactly. Tin piercing is exactly what it looks like. Okay, here is the base that we prepared. And then I used, and this was again part of the sketch, I used a 4x6 picture and a 3x4 picture. So I cut this. This is cherry cobbler paper, 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and then this 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So let's cut those because I used those as kind of my place, um, guide for my placement. So 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. And then 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. Well, I think we've got everything cut. I am going to put down some photo placeholders. And if you don't have these, then just put your 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 piece down. Okay. Okay. Now, guys, will it confuse you if I mirror this? I hope not. Okay, so let's put the title piece here. This is a bigger, if you have a circle, your heart or whatever is here. And then I put my three pieces with the bolder design. So one goes like here, one went here, and then one was here up at the top. And I'm going to switch these two because I don't want these two mambos together. So I'll do it like that. Okay, and then I did the three that were the patterns, but they were the back side. So I put one there. Oh no, I didn't put one there. I put one here. That's the same one, so I don't want to do that. And put that here. This one I'll put here. I'm going to put it here. And then this one will go here. So see, I'm kind of matching. So I've got the bigger heart with a pattern, smaller heart with a pattern, bigger heart with a pattern, smaller heart with a pattern. A little bit more in the corner there. And then a bigger heart with a pattern, and then the embossed piece. An embossed piece goes here. But you know what? You can arrange this however you want. I'm just trying to make it the same so that it's not quite as confusing to you. And then I had one of the embossed pieces up here with my flag. I put the date. I put the date over here, and I'll put maybe the location over here. Okay, this guy went here. Okay, now let's look at the hearts. Heart is here. This gold heart was here. And then another gold heart was up here. Okay, and then these were the two that I just did for the fun because I wanted to see what they look like. I could put one of these on here if I wanted to. I'm going to put these in here so that I have them. Okay, now all we have to do is glue these down. Okay, so that's why I like to get the placement ready. This one, this piece, the top of this piece is at 6 inches and it's all the way against the edge of the white. Okay. I'm going to put adhesive at the top and the bottom and then the right side. I'm going to leave the left side open for right now. I might get it a little bit closer for you. So that there's room for the hearts. Okay. And then all you need to do is start adhering. I'm going to start with this one. And glue that down. Hi, everyone on Instagram. Welcome. We're also live on Facebook if you want to join us over there. So this one I put about a 1/2 inch from the edge. And the top of that one is going to be at 9.5. So I put this at about 9 inches from the bottom, 9 inches up. Okay. Let's do these two pieces. I'll do this one first. Put it about there. And then this one's going to go right on top of it. So I am tucking them in a little bit. So like I said, this is going to be about, what did I say, 9.5 at the top. And it was 2 inches from the edge. Okay, so as you're placing these, kind of keep that in mind. Okay, this one, let's glue this guy down. Now this one, I have the edge kind of covered up, and the bottom goes slightly below where the bottom of this piece is going to go. Okay, so about right there. Okay, let's do these two. I've got the pattern mid-size heart. It's going to go about right there. And then the gold heart. Overlapping there. Okay. Okay, now we just need to put these ones up. So like I said, this is going to be about 9.5 at the top and about 2 inches over from the edge. So you want to place this one about there. Just the tip of it you want to be covered. Okay. And then this piece goes beside there. I'm always trying to keep this in a location where I'm going to place it so that I can make my best judgment. There we go. Okay. And this piece is going to go right up there. Okay. Now let's do this side. Now this one is going to go kind of in the lower corner. You can see here, it's scrolling down. So kind of just the top corner is covered. Let me see. I don't think you can see that on here. There you go. The top corner is covered. There we go. And then this embossed piece is going to go kind of slightly up above that. Do you see how I did it here? I'm just kind of kissing the top of that there. Okay. And then this is the title, so that's going to go there. Okay. And then I think these are the last ones. Let's put this one down. But again, this placement is anywhere you want it to be. But I'm going to put this right up kind of at the top. To me, this was kind of like if you ever do those like flags coming down, that's kind of what I wanted that to be like. Okay, before I adhere this, I want to stamp on that. Okay, so now we're going to do the stamping. So we've got this one that we want to stamp. Or no, actually, I think I'm going to put the location or whatever. This one we're going to stamp. Where's the other pieces? Oh, I didn't adhere this one down yet. Oh, I don't know what happened to my little piece. Let's adhere this down so we don't lose him. Like we lost my little Mambo. Might have to cut that again. Okay, like I said, it's going to be 9.5 inches from the bottom is where the top of this should be, and then about 2 inches over. So kind of right around here is where it should be. Okay, if I don't see where that little piece is, I'm going to have to cut that again. Okay, let's get the die out. It's probably on my shirt or something. And you could do without it if you really lost it or didn't want to do it. Okay. So let's put it right there again. And I'm on top of my scrapbook layouts, which is probably not the best, but I want you to be able to see. Okay, make sure I don't lose this one, guys. Okay, so let's get our stamp pads out. I'm going to put this one away for a second, so we have a little bit more room. Any questions? Okay, so on the other one, I did Happy Valentine's Day. So this one, I think I might do the Love You. I'm hoping that that's going to fit on that heart. I didn't measure it beforehand, but... Oh yeah, that fits on here. Because I did, on this one, I did Happy Valentine's Day. So I want something different because it's a 2-page layout. Let me get my stamping block. There we go. This stamping block is from the Paper Pumpkin. I find it's like a perfect size. I love to use this one. Oh man, you know what? This is the first time I used this. I should have seasoned it before I inked it up. But the letters are thin enough. I think it'll be okay. Love you. Looks great. I do think I'm going to put XOXO on the small one. Because it fits so nice on there. And to from doesn't make sense on a scrapbook layout. That would be fine for a card, but on a scrapbook layout, okay. And then, let me show you what I did on the original. It says "My heart belongs to you." I think I'm going to do "Be Mine" because I haven't done that yet, right? It would make a nice 2-page layout. So I used "Happy Valentine's Day, my heart belongs to you, love you, be mine" in the XOXO. Sending lots of love didn't really make sense, so I don't want to use that. And then the to and from, are more card making. So I season this one because I haven't used this one yet. And this one, I just, I am going to free cut this because any of the banners that I had like these didn't fit that very well because it's not long and skinny. And then anything that did fit the height of it seemed to be too wide. I didn't want it to cover that much of the picture. So you can see here, you see how I just kind of cut around it, which is not very normal for me. Yes, this is for last year. I mean, I wrote 2024 because I made this, in I don't know, December. And I have not done my Valentine, I think, for 2024, so I think I'm okay. But you are right. I did write 2024 on it. So first I'm just going to kind of rough cut that so then I can cut around this better. I find that if you just kind of keep your scissors kind of in place and move the paper, it's a little more smooth. I went kind of tight on that. I didn't mean to be quite so tight, but okay. So I think we're ready for the last assembly. So this one I did pop up because I want it to be stand out. So I'm going to use the Stampin' Dimensionals. Darcy's scratching on the door. Go see Grandma. Go see Grandma. Okay, let's put some of these here. He's probably ready to go out for his walk. Okay. Take off the backs of these. And I will just center this here. Right around in here. I've got a little bit of a, there we go. Okay, this XOXO I did here. And what I did is I'm going to put two dimensionals on here, but I'm only going to take the backing off of the one that's not on the picture. Because you don't want to take the one that's on the picture off until you have the picture on. Because if I take this off and stick it down, when I take this photo placeholder off to put my picture down, it's going to rip this off. So I'm only going to take this one off. That'll stick it to the layout. I'm gonna put it right there. But it won't, you can see how I'm able to, take off the picture, no problem. Okay, and then this one, you can write on it before you pop it up. I'm just going to pop it up because I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to write on there. I can't remember what we did this year for Valentine's Day. I think I babysat the kids. Well, not the kids, I babysat Ellie because Monroe wasn't born yet. So I'm just going to leave that blank, but I'll put the location or whatever it is that we did. Because I put the date on the other one. And then this one was here, Be Mine. So what I'm going to do for this one is just like I did here, is I'm going to put the dimensionals on there, but I'm only going to take them off of the ones that don't cover the picture. So let's see, we're going to put it here. Okay, I'm going to take these two off and I'm going to leave this one on so that, right, you can still get to this picture. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then lastly, you can see um they they're not gems, these are little stickers. They're foil stickers. Well, they're called adhesive backed heart sequins. They're sequins, but they're like it's like metallic plastic. I don't even know what to say. It's not cardstock, it's more plasticky, but it's hard. And then I just kind of sprinkled these along. There's three sizes, it looks like. Three sizes. This is part of the suite. So I'm gonna put one here. So it reminded me of this gold foiled heart. That's why I did some in gold foil, because I knew that it would be matching these. Yeah, Darcy's barking already. Put one there. I put a little one there. Put one down here. Whew. He went flying, didn't he? Let's see. One down here. Let me see if I can hold one up so you can see what it's like. Hold this one up. Can you see? Maybe right there. It's metallic, but it is, kind of hard. So It's going to go here. I think that's all of them. Let's see, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kind of want odd numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could put one more so that it's an odd number overall. So let's get this. Maybe put it right there. Okay. So these are, what did I call them? Adhesive backed heart sequins, 164 and 920. But again, if you do my resource page, I have all of my products list. It, is Mylar hard like plastic? I'm thinking Mylar balloons is like, when you get the balloons that aren't inflated. You know what it feels like to me is if you have earrings, and when you have earrings and it's got a back to it, but then people put that plastic like circle, and then you put the back of the earring on so that it holds the earring closer to your ear. It feels like that little plastic circle thing. Okay, there's the resource page for this project and all of the projects that I've done. You can go to my resource page and click on any of the projects, and I have a list of all of the products that I used, and they will all come up. If something doesn't come up, then that means that it's sold out or whatever. But you can go to thecraftychemist.stampitup.net and then click on, I think it's just called My Projects. Okay. Another part of this suite that I did not use is the gold twisted thread. Sorry, I kind of wish I had my cough drops with me. This is like metallic thread. It's like a braided twisted thread. Okay, I got a cough drop. Hopefully that'll be better. I won't cough in your ear. Sorry, guys. This is going on my 4th week of having this cough. Okay, so this is today's layout. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think. Next week, I am doing a one sheet wonder, making these cute Valentines. The Valentines are called Perfect Pair. And it's like cookies and milk, salt and pepper, and then puzzle pieces. And there is one other thing that went together, I think, that you could use. But it's a one sheet wonder for this bokeh paper. But aren't they cute? So another set of Valentines. But it's a good general one sheet wonder for any stamp set. So grab a stamp set like your friendly seagulls. This is in the celebration. And you could do something with the seagulls. I should make a set of the one sheet wonder using these. This is on my desk because I think I'm going to use this for the blog hop for this month. I've got a couple more days for that. I think that's on the 16th. So I haven't created it yet. Okay. Any questions? You love this layout? I think it's different, you know? Oh, I like it this way. I think I like it this way better than the other way. Because like we've got the hearts around the outside. I think I like it this way. And it's actually pretty versatile because like I said, the original sketch was circles. You could do circles and make it a birthday layout. You could like Vicky was talking about doing hexagons and doing putting, you could put those little bees on here. Wouldn't that be cute? Um Anything. I was thinking flowers like roses, like you could do if you had different roses or different flowers, you can do different flowers there. I think it would be kind of cute. Okay. Okay. Well, thanks for joining me today. I hope to see you next week where I'm doing the perfect pair one sheet wonder. Remember, if you spend $60 in my store this during celebration, I will send you the workshop for creating these cards. I'll send you the dimensions. It's kind of a one sheet wonder per card. One sheet wonder per card. Um, I'll send you this for free. Um, if you spend $60. Plus you get the uh free item. So for every $60 you spend, you get a free item in the celebration catalog. And there's so much good stuff. I've got this one. I showed a lot of samples during the my walkthrough. So this is what I use for these. I use this for my live today, my embossing. Here's the one I'm going to use for my blog hop, hopefully this week. Ah, love this one. We're gonna use these in a couple weeks. Okay, so thanks for joining. See you next week, guys. Bye.